Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we delve into the fascinating world of coin collecting, specifically focusing on a unique and rare specimen that has piqued the interest of numismatists and collectors alike, the 1989 1-cent coin, often referred to as the error penny. This seemingly ordinary penny, minted in the United States, has garnered a staggering valuation of approximately $340 million due not only to its face value but, more significantly, its remarkable errors and mistakes during the minting process, which have positioned it as a coveted item among collectors and investors. The story of this extraordinary coin is steeped in rarity, historical significance, and the sheer luck that transforms an everyday item into an object of immense worth. What makes this particular 1-cent coin so valuable? To understand its worth, we need to take a closer look at the series of errors that occurred during its production. In 1989, during a routine minting operation at the Denver Mint, a series of unfortunate mistakes happened, leading to the creation of this 1-cent coin with significant discrepancies that would eventually make it the holy grail in the world of numismatics. Among these errors, the most notable is the misalignment of the coin's design. Instead of being centered perfectly, the design on the coin was off-kilter, creating a fascinating visual effect that caught the eyes of collectors. This type of error, known as off-center strikes, is not commonly found in coins and is highly sought after. Coins that are misstruck or exhibit notable design flaws naturally attract attention, but the 1989 1-cent coin took this concept to the next level, allowing for wild speculation and excitement in the numismatic community. In addition to the off-center design, there were also reports of the coin displaying a doubling of the images, where features such as the date and the inscription on the coin appeared to be duplicated, giving it a blurry, shadow-like appearance. Coin collectors refer to this phenomenon as double die error, and it adds another layer of intrigue and desirability to the coin itself, making it not only an attractive piece but also one that signifies a unique chapter in the numismatic narrative. Collectors often pay a premium for coins with such striking errors, particularly when they are rare, and the 1989 1-cent coin has become a benchmark in the field due to its scarcity. Additionally, there were some coins from this batch that were struck using metal that was not properly alloyed, leading to a distinct change in the color of the coin compared to its counterparts produced at the same time. These unusual colorations and compositions provide further depth to the story of the 1989 1-cent coin, heightening its allure among collectors who are on the lookout for anything that stands out in their collections. The combination of these factors, the off-center strikes, the double die errors, and unusual metal compositions, creates not just a coin but a narrative that resonates powerfully within the numismatic community. Each time a collector comes upon one of these elusive coins, they are not merely purchasing a 1-cent piece of currency. Instead, they are acquiring a piece of history, a tangible reminder of the human error inherent in the manufacturing process. In the realm of coin collecting, the phrase, coin with a story, holds true, and nothing tells that story quite like the 1989 1-cent coin. The demand for error coins has seen a huge spike in recent years, fueled by the rise of social media and online platforms that facilitate buying, trading, and showcasing these unique pieces. As collectors rush to build their collections, the pricing of rare coins has escalated, especially when they encapsulate extraordinary tales and history like the 1989 1-cent. Some of these coins have been sold at auction for astonishing sums, and bidding wars between collectors can drive prices to astronomical heights. The mere mention of a coin with such distinctive errors unleashes a wave of excitement that can lead to extreme valuations. The 1989 1-cent coin exemplifies that frenzy perfectly. Demand often surpasses supply for such rare pieces, which in this case leads to a value that might seem unfathomable, yet remains grounded in the principles of rarity and desirability. The evolving market for these coins also provides opportunities for discussion and education for newcomers to the hobby, creating an interesting cycle where awareness surrounding rare coins increases interest and, consequently, the value of those coins. For those who might be new to the world of coin collecting, the journey of discovering rarities like the 1989 penny can be both exhilarating and educational. Each penny presents an opportunity to learn about minting processes, the history of currency, and the stories behind individual coins that have become treasures over time. The excitement surrounding the 1989 D coin ultimately taps into a broader interest in collectibles, nostalgia for the past, and the thrill of unearthing valuable artifacts hidden in one's change or forgotten drawers. The fiscal absurdity of a 1-cent coin selling for millions stirs the imagination and serves as a testament to the unexpected paths that collectibles can take. Beyond the monetary valuation, there's also an intriguing conversation to be had about the implications of such anomalies in the context of our economic reality. It raises questions about how we assign value, and how errors and imperfections can lead to significantly elevated worth. In a consumer-driven society, where we often gravitate toward perfection, this coin stands as a stark reminder that sometimes beauty and value can lie in what is perceived as flawed or incomplete. As collectors across the globe strive to hunt down these rare coins, the game of engaging with the market becomes not just about numbers and dollars, but about creating stories, building connections, and forging a community built around a passion for history and heritage. The fascination with the 1989 D 1-cent coin is not simply a passing trend, rather, it reflects a deep-seated appreciation for the narratives that emanate from even the most ordinary aspects of life, from the simple act of commerce to the complexities of human error. The allure of the error penny showcases the extraordinary journey that a seemingly mundane object can undertake, morphing from a mere coin to an emblem of rarity, potential profit, and a rich history of mistakes and triumphs. Each penny embodies the complex web of numismatic history, wherein collectors are not just buying a piece of tin but investing in the legacy of currency itself. As we look forward, the possibilities of where the market for these rarities may go remain open-ended. Will the value of the 1989 D 1-cent coin continue to rise, fueled by increased demand and the proliferation of collecting enthusiasts? Or will we see shifts in the numismatic landscape that reshape the desirability of certain error coins? The excitement of exploration and the uncertainty of trends in coin collecting keep the community lively and ever dynamic, allowing for fresh perspectives and new voices. Regardless of where the future leads, what remains constant is the magical transformation of mistakes into moments of wonder, adventure, and financial opportunities. That is the essence of the 1989 D 1-cent coin, reminding each of us that within the sphere of everyday life lies the potential for extraordinary discoveries, whether we're sifting through our pocket change or exploring the vast world of collectibles. So, if you're a seasoned collector or simply someone who is intrigued by the notion of hidden treasures, keep your eyes peeled for that 1989 D 1-cent piece, for it might just lead to a remarkable story, and a hefty return on your investment. Thank you for joining us today on this deep dive into the valuation and significance of the 1989 D 1-cent coin, a small but mighty emblem of error that has captured the imagination and investment potential of countless collectors around the world. Until next time, keep collecting and stay curious. Next, 2004 D 1-cent USA coin. Today, we're diving into the astonishing world of rare coins, focusing on a specific coin that has caught the attention of collectors and investors around the globe, the 2004 D 1-cent coin, which has achieved a jaw-dropping valuation of approximately $217 million due to its remarkable errors and unique mistakes made during the minting process. This fascinating piece of currency is illustrative of how what might seem like a mere penny can transform into a valuable treasure based on a series of extraordinary circumstances. In the realm of numismatics, the allure of error coins captures not only the imagination but also represents significant financial potential. The 2004 D penny truly epitomizes this phenomenon. The story of the 2004 D 1-cent coin begins in the Denver Mint, where this coin was produced during a time characterized by both innovation in minting technology and an urgent demand for currency due to economic factors. As millions of these pennies were being struck, a series of production errors occurred that would have profound effects on the value of this specific coin. The errors we will explore in detail include striking mistakes, design anomalies, and unexpected characteristics that emerged during the minting processes, all of which have contributed to the coin's staggering valuation. One of the most significant and eye-catching features of the 2004 D penny is the presence of an off-center strike that occurred during its minting. An off-center strike refers to a misalignment of the coin design upon striking, which causes the imagery and lettering on the penny to be positioned unevenly or partially cut off. This typical minting error is not especially rare among coins, but when it happens on a coin of this specific year, and particularly in conjunction with the other errors it exhibits, its value skyrockets. Collectors actively seek sought-after variations of coins that have unusual striking patterns, as they symbolize unique history and craftsmanship errors. In the case of the 2004 D1-cent coin, the unique presentation of its design, plus the oddities resulting from its minting mishaps, undoubtedly enhance its desirability among those passionate about coin collecting. Additionally, the 2004 D penny is known for exhibiting a variety of doubling errors, specifically, a phenomenon referred to as double die. This error occurs when a coin is struck twice, resulting in specific details appearing blurred or duplicated. In the context of the 2004 D penny, this kind of error manifesting as doubling on the date or lettering makes the coin not just a piece of currency, but also a marvel of abnormality within the numismatic community. Double die coins often hold immense intrinsic value due to their uniqueness, as collectors prize each example for the story it tells about the minting process, the errors involved, and the imperfections that make them so visually captivating. The allure of the 2004 D1-cent coin lies not just in its physical attributes, it is also its aura of rarity and the rarity of the errors themselves that help drive its seemingly inflated market price. The combined influence of off-centered strikes and double die features create an enchanting narrative around this particular penny, turning it into a remarkable and coveted collectible. In addition to these striking errors, the 2004 D1-cent coin has garnered attention for its specific material composition. During this period, the mint began experimenting with various alloys to maintain the cost efficiency of producing pennies while adhering to regulations regarding metal content. Because of this experimentation, some examples of the 2004 D penny were created with non-standard metal compositions, which added a series of unique attributes noticeable during grading stages. The curious mix of materials in these coins can produce subtle color differences, weight variances, and even diverse textures. Collectors pay attention to these distinctions, especially when they represent an error in the production process that makes that specific penny stand apart from the rest. A penny that has a unique metallic signature sparked by an error that was not meant to occur carries with it an element of intrigue, prompting discussions and generating further curiosity among enthusiasts. Now, let's consider how news and online communities have contributed to the celebrity status of the 2004 D1-cent coin. In the digital age, platforms such as social media, coin-collecting forums, and auction sites have played instrumental roles in disseminating information about rare collectibles. Mistakenly minted coins can capture the collective imagination of the public, generating interest and ultimately fervor for ownership. With viral posts highlighting such unique coins, it quickly becomes apparent that the market for the 2004 D1-cent coin isn't just niche. This coin has crossed borders and reaches a wide audience of collectors, investors, and curious individuals who may have stumbled upon this fascinating world through online interactions. Auctions where these coins are sold often attract intense competitive bidding, with collectors willing to pay extraordinary prices to acquire such a unique piece of minting history. The excitement surrounding the potential acquisition of a 2004 D penny can lead to significant bidding battles, thereby enhancing the overall value of the coin due to increased demand against the backdrop of a limited supply. The current standing of the 2004 D penny as a coveted investment reflects the larger trend of rarity fueling value in the collectibles market. As with many other collectible coins, the rarity and proven value of an item establishes a narrative that captivates potential buyers. The 2004 D1-cent coin is a textbook example of how the merging of errors, market dynamics, and the numismatic storytelling process creates a perfect storm of monetary valuation possibilities. When collectors evaluate coins for purchase, they are looking for those special characteristics that differentiate coins from one another and evoke the stories positioned behind their creation. These stories often form a bridge, bringing together people from diverse backgrounds, allowing for a shared appreciation of history and the unexpected paths coins may take. For those new to the world of coins and collecting, discovering error coins like the 2004 D1 cent can create thrilling moments that keep collectors engaged, educated, and motivated. Each of these coins is more than a mere denomination, they are tangible pieces of history that connect past and present, allowing enthusiasts to uncover fascinating tales woven within those slight errors and inconspicuous manufacturing grime. These pennies may invoke fascination, nostalgia, and intrigue while simultaneously presenting themselves as potential investment opportunities for those willing to delve into the craft of collecting. Furthermore, the educational implications of exploring coins such as the 2004 D are profound. When a collector becomes familiar with the subtleties that define rarity, such as understanding how strikes, misalignments, and material compositions contribute to the coin's narrative and its market viability, they undergo a transformative learning process. Coin collecting immerses them in a worthwhile study of minting processes, historical contexts, and collectors' markets. This excitement extends beyond the realm of mere financial gain. It fosters an environment of learning and appreciation for quality craftsmanship and human endeavor in the production of everyday currency. The interactivity of researching unique coins, connecting with other collectors, and attending numismatic events creates a sense of community among enthusiasts as they share their findings and increase their appreciation for the art of minting and currency. For many, these interactions serve not only as avenues for wealth investment but also as platforms for personal engagement and camaraderie, showcasing the rich tapestry of human experience that coins symbolize. As we look to the future, the valuation of the 2004 D1 cent coin could very well take unexpected turns. Will the passage of time increase the rarity and desirability of this particular penny, thereby raising its price even further? As the numismatic community evolves and collectors continue to seek new and rare examples, the possibilities remain endless. The nature of coin collecting is rooted in the randomness of error. Finding a coin with significant mistakes often has unintended consequences on its value, causing collectors to mine through vast quantities of currency like treasure hunters in search of illustrious artifacts. It speaks to the unpredictable aspects of value. What may be deemed ordinary on the surface can in fact conceal incredible worth depending on its history, origins, and the errors that have layered its existence through time. With each auction, new stories emerge about the coins themselves, granting individuals a chance to engage with the broader historical narratives that have shaped our cash and coinage systems. The 2004 D penny functions as a vibrant reminder of this reality, a small piece of currency, imbued with both human ambition and the complexities of production errors that lead to fortune and fascination alike. As we conclude today's exploration of the incredible journey of the 2004 D1 cent coin, let us reflect on how even the most austere of objects can embody remarkable tales and surprising potentials. It exemplifies the mystique surrounding error coins, highlighting the passion of collectors, and emphasizing both the monetary and educational values inherent in the study of numismatics. We encourage you to keep your eyes open for unique and potentially valuable coins that might just be hiding in plain sight, for you never know when you might stumble upon the next breathtaking. Last 1987 D1 cent USA coin. Today, we have an exhilarating topic for you, one that dives deep into the world of numismatics and focuses on an extraordinary coin, the 1987 D1 cent coin, which has gained an impressive valuation of approximately $231 million thanks to a series of remarkable errors and mistakes made during its minting process. This astonishing value invites us to explore the various elements that have conspired to elevate this penny from its mundane origins as a mere 1-cent piece to an object of fascination and wealth. The allure of error coins is profound, as it captures a unique blend of history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery among collectors. The story of the 1987 D penny is adorned with numerous noteworthy characteristics, each error and oddity telling its own chapter in the journey that has contributed to its current value. To understand the significance of the 1987 D 1-cent coin, we begin at the Denver Mint, where this coin was produced during an era when the U.S. was in the midst of significant changes in both economic conditions and minting practices. In 1987, the demand for coins was high, and mint officials were under pressure to produce currency quickly to satisfy growing needs. Amidst this whirlwind of activity and urgency, a series of production errors emerged that would ultimately lead to the scarcity and desirability of this particular coin. One of the most captivating features of the 1987 1-cent coin is the presence of the off-center strike error, which occurs when the metal planchet is misaligned during the stamping process. An off-center strike results in the design being imprinted on the coin in a way that it doesn't align properly, causing part of the image to be cut off. In the case of the 1987 coin, these misalignments were particularly pronounced, leading to striking and distinctive appearances that collectors and investors sought with great zeal. The nature of off-center strikes makes them rare and appealing in the marketplace, as they represent a unique error in the otherwise standardized and uniform world of minting. Coins like the 1987 penny that bear these fascinating imperfections often evoke interest and competition amongst collectors who are eager to add such anomalies to their holdings, which in turn drives their market value skyward. Additionally, the 1987 penny is notable for the presence of doubling errors, especially with features such as the date or inscriptions on the coin's face appearing blurred or duplicated due to the coin being struck more than once during the minting process. This phenomenon, known as double die, adds a layer of intrigue to the already captivating design of the penny and encourages collectors to seek out these versions for their collections. The optical illusion created by double strikes can be visually stunning, and as a result, these coins often command high premiums in the numismatic market. A double die coin is not only valued for its rarity but for the storytelling elements it brings to the table. Each one carries a narrative of the meticulous minting process and the unexpected errors that occurred along the way. When collectors discover a 1987 1-cent coin with double die characteristics, they don't just acquire an error, they experience a piece of history marked by human error and craftsmanship. In addition to the off-center and double die errors, the 1987 1-cent coin is recognized for other inconsistencies related to its composition. During the minting of this coin, there were variations in the metal alloy used, creating coins with unpredictable characteristics that intrigued collectors. This particular issue arose as the U.S. Mint grappled with rising costs of metal production, ultimately leading to experimentation with different forms and compositions of coins. The resulting diversity among 1987 pennies with unusual weights and appearances provides further enchantment to the collective narrative surrounding this coin. As collectors examine these variants, they gain insight into the evolving nature of currency and the challenges posed by market fluctuations that necessitated such adaptations. Some coins might exhibit slight differences in color or tonality due to the unique metal blend, and these subtleties can set a specific penny apart from its run-of-the-mill cousins. The interest in coins that embody these metallic anomalies stems from a dual longing, both for financial gain and a deeper relationship with history as they explore and curate their collections. As we navigate the landscape of numismatics, we cannot overlook the role that media and communication play in influencing the valuation and interest of coins like the 1987 penny. In the age of the internet, social media, and online auction platforms, information about rare coins is disseminated faster than ever, allowing collectors to share their findings and increase public knowledge about the latest discoveries. In this interconnected age, one penny can capture the imagination of many, leading to a surge in its desirability and a subsequent increase in market price. The viral nature of such coins has given rise to a community of passionate collectors who pursue rare finds with a fervor that reflects the layered relationships formed among collectors sharing their stories and successes. In particular, coins like the 1987 have sparked online discussions and exchanges that fuel excitement within niche groups, creating an environment of heightened interest in rare coins and unusual specimens. Auctions showcasing the 1987 1-cent coin have become events where bidding wars take place, with collectors bidding against each other in hopes of securing what is perceived as a potentially invaluable piece. Furthermore, the rising excitement for rare coins has created an educational aspect for those newcomers entering the field of numismatics. It encourages individuals to explore various minting errors, intriguing characteristics, and the historical context surrounding currency, transforming their coin collecting into a rewarding journey of education and exploration. Each time a collector discovers a rare coin that holds an error, they step into a broader conversation about the fabric of our financial system and the rich tapestry of human experiences reflected in those seemingly mundane objects. The value of the 1987 1-cent coin not only rests on its physical attributes but also on the collective stories woven around these struck pieces of metal. The coin serves as a captivating conversation starter, a reflection of the curiosity and dedication of numismatists, and a celebration of the imperfections that make collecting such an exciting endeavor. With every new collector that joins the community, the potential for sharing and passing along knowledge regarding the value of rare coins like the 1987 continues to grow. It raises questions about the future valuation of these coins. What factors will influence their worth as time progresses? We can only speculate what market dynamics lie ahead, influenced by changing collector demographics and economic conditions. Nevertheless, we can reasonably conclude that the mystique surrounding rare coins will persist, creating continued interest and pricing fluctuations rooted in desirability. As experienced collectors often express, the thrill of the hunt never truly ends. It evolves, manifests, and twists into new shapes, all while cementing itself in the currency itself. At the heart of this journey lies an undeniable excitement, a desire to uncover hidden treasures that lie in everyday circulation or are just waiting to be discovered in long-forgotten drawers or shoeboxes. The 1987 1-cent coin serves as a stellar example of this journey, reminding us all that history, passion, and fortuitous human error can collide to create something extraordinary. For collectors, this journey is richer than the financial potential. The stories surrounding each coin help evoke a shared heritage and understanding of our past. As we draw today's exploration of the 1987 1-cent coin to a close, we invite you to reflect on how everyday items can be imbued with remarkable stories and potential. This penny exceeds its typical role because it encapsulates the essence of curiosity, adventure, and discovery, a small piece of our larger narrative about currency and the human experience. Whether you're a seasoned collector, a curious newcomer, or someone simply intrigued by the stories hidden within our everyday objects, there is an entire world waiting to be explored through the lens of numismatics. We hope you've enjoyed learning about the incredible journey of the 1987 1-cent coin, one that highlights the beautiful interplay between error, value, and meaningful histories. Until our next adventure together, keep collecting, embrace curiosity, and let the stories revitalize your appreciation for the treasures that populate our world.